freaks! Welcome to the American Horror Story After Show here on theStream.tv. I'm Ashley Mova, and this is a show where we're going to run down everything Season 4, Episode 10, Orphans. Sitting with me are my fellow freak-leaks over here.
I'm Lauren Francesca. I make YouTube videos, and I'm ready for the holidays. Happy holidays, guys.
So cute. I wish I got the memo. I wish it came a little bit more spirited. And joining us is a special freak leak and making his return over here.
Hi guys, James Hartman. Good episode. It was an interesting episode this night, wasn't it?
It really was.
Yeah.
And I want to jump into the end of the episode because that's when all like the juice came into play.
Yes.
We've been waiting for something to happen, and it finally happened tonight. But we can't start at the end. We got to start at the beginning, which started. The episode kind of started really sadly. Salty died.
Yeah.
It was salty. It made me sad.
It was really sad. I felt so bad for Pepper. It was just awful. And then they told the story, and it made you feel even worse.
Oh, it was so terrible seeing that little video of how they fell in love. Like, it was really touching.
It was really lovely and was beautifully shot, wasn't it? It's like, I'm here with my little camera and everyone's so happy.
Yeah, it was so cute. For a second there, I thought that they were actually twins, siblings, Salt and Pepper. That'd be
Wouldn't
cute.
it be scary if they were? No. Thank God they weren't.
Right.
This show has enough crazy stuff going on.
Yeah, I guess Elsa just has a magic touch to her that she can find two people that are so similar.
Right.
How did she do that? That's crazy. And then, of course, Stanley has to butt in and like ask Elsa basically, can I take this body? Like, you are not fooling anyone. I guess he was because...
Yeah, he's so easy. She was like, yeah, it's okay, take it away. I don't care anymore, it's fine.
Yeah. Oh, well, I guess, you know, he got a hold of him.
It was awful. I couldn't watch it. You guys, I was so gross. I was like, Ashley, tell me what's going on.
He was like chopping off his head. She's like, what's happening?
Yeah,
I'm like, he's chopping off his head.
He's sitting there with a okay, here we go. Some more money coming down.
There were so many close-ups. There was just so many close-ups of it, though. It's like, I know more close-ups.
I know.
It was scary. It was
so
really
sad.
scary.
And then seeing Pepper put flowers on his body, it was just
sad.
so sad. Anyway, touching on another thing, we saw a little bit of this tonight. Desiree and Angus's relationship. That shot with Desiree shaking it up on that stage with the trifecta, if you will.
She went full on Total Recall on this episode.
Well, we were looking at it, and we were saying he looked familiar, and you said it's Theo from. Are we sure? Are we positive it's Theo from the Cosby Show?
That's hilarious. I did not make that connection.
Like, is there confirmation there?
Let us know if you guys
No,
recognize him.
he's the same actor who played Shirley's husband in Community, and he's going to be playing Agent May's ex-husband on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. After Show. So
building that IMDb page
yeah,
right there.
There you go.
Okay, did we see an engagement ring on Desiree's finger? I thought we saw an engagement ring.
It looked at. He liked it, so he put a ring on
it.
So let's go to the West Coast.
Do you think she can still have kids? Like, they need to start now.
Right. I think that she can have kids. She seems like, and even Dell came in and said, you're going to make a good mother, just because the way she was reading to Pepper was so loving and so kind. You can tell that she really wants to be a mother, and that'd be nice for them. But I feel like there's more drama that's going to come in with that when Dale finds out, basically.
Yeah. Desiree's character arc this episode was very interesting because we discussed it in the last episode as well. Who do you think is it going to be, Elsa's or Stanley's plans that will unravel first? And it looks like we're on the path to seeing, Stanley's plans being discovered by Desiree. So let's see what's going to happen with that as well.
Yeah, well, in the scenes from the next episode, it looked like she was blackmailing him. I don't know.
Yeah.
It looked like she was like, if you don't, I can make this all go away. Like, I can't believe you did this. And so I don't know. I
guess we'll see what happens with that.
Do you think she'd sell out the rest of the freaks? Would she just to get whatever she wanted from Dell? Like,
I don't think that's what's going to happen because she is a genuine person. It feels like that at this point.
Right.
But American Horror Story has this way of saying that, there's this hope that the bad guy is going to get caught, but then it pulls a rug under your feet and the good guy gets
I
screwed
always
over.
thought Elsa would kind of screw anyone over for her own benefit, but especially in this episode, seeing her relationship, more of her relationship with Pepper, it made me see kind of a softer side of her, which I really like seeing.
Yeah, I liked it too, but why would she give Pepper away?
I know.
Like,
We're
she
gonna
could have
get
brought
to
her.
that.
Okay, that really
we got
upset
a
me.
little
But-
sneak peek at the
yeah.
very end of the episode,
Yeah.
which was interesting.
So that scene with Maggie telling Desiree and Angus's fortune, Maggie starts going off about this rant about how men and relationships suck. Do you guys think that she was? I feel like obviously she was talking about Jimmy, right?
Yeah,
You
she's
guys think
channeling
that?
Jimmy.
She was channeling.
She was
Jimmy.
channeling that moment in her life.
Jimmy for sure.
Like, oh, I had it. You know, he's turning an alcoholic. I'm going to turn into an alcoholic
Yeah.
as well. Everybody's turning into an alcoholic in this show.
Every single person.
Every
you
single person.
Shots.
You know what would make this character more interesting? If they drank
Alcohol.
more. Yes. That's what people do.
I can't say that that's not true though.
Yeah, I guess. But like, if every character is an alcoholic, then,
right.
you know, you kind of take away the importance.
Jimmy became an alcoholic overnight, you know?
Yeah, it was
Maggie's
really
well on
easy.
her way. So we saw a lot of Desiree and Maggie together tonight, and we saw them at the carousel. Maggie tells Desiree, basically spills the beans
Yeah, I don't know
about
why she.
so much. Like,
I don't know why she did that.
Yeah.
Well, you know, she had a little bit of Dutch courage. It just happened. You know, when you're in the carousel and you're, you know, drinking a little bit of booze, might as well just divulge every single piece of information that can, you know,
Right.
incriminate you.
So
Might as
not
well.
only does she tell Desiree that she's not really a fortune teller, which even Desiree said that was pretty obvious. Like, I knew that from the start. But that Stanley doesn't work in Hollywood, that's a pretty big secret, because Elsa is kind of really excited about that. And since Elsa's the leader of the clan, that could really make S hit the fan, basically.
Yeah, things can escalate fast.
I'm excited to see what happens. I'm really hoping that she gets her revenge, Elsa. Like, if anyone kills Stanley, I really, really hope it's Elsa. Maybe Elsa and Desiree. That would be like a. Maybe they tie him up and force him to have sex with them and saw his like.
Oh,
like
his legs off.
Legs
or something
off,
like
yeah.
that. Or his third leg, which we've been led to assume.
That's
gosh.
right. Yeah, that's right.
That last episode, that scene.
It was kind
It
of
was
crazy. Yeah, it's a tripod, man, or something. I don't even know. Touch it. Touch it. No.
Oh my
Scarred me.
goodness. So Stanley, shows up
I'm not
to
Stanley.
the jail. No, not him. Stanley shows up to the jail and starts talking to Jimmy and tells him, basically has this like little sneaky conversation and twists it into, oh, I know how to raise money for you. Kind of takes this advantage of the situation to his own benefit. And obviously it worked on him. When it cut away, I wasn't really sure even what he was talking about. I don't know why it didn't connect 2 and 2, but now he has no hands. Jimmy has no hands.
Totally.
We
I'm
saw
glad they didn't show him like sawing it off. I bet you they're just saving it for next episode. We're gonna see like a flashback of him getting his hands like sawed off.
How
and be
did
like,
he get his hands sawed off though? If he was in a prison cell, then
maybe
again,
he stuck
I mean,
his
like,
hands out the window.
like
Yeah.
sideways.
and they
or
did
through
that
the
in
bars.
a prison cell. You think that it's, like, is that even legal?
I
Was that,
mean,
was that
it was
cool to
the
do
late
back in the?
50s, maybe.
Yeah, it was a different
security was
time.
a different time.
It was a different
Security wasn't
period.
as
You know,
crazy.
everybody was an alcoholic. You know, who cares? People saw crap. You know, that's it.
So they go to the museum, and then we actually get to see. First, they walk into the museum, and Maggie shows Desiree Ma Petite in the little thing. That was so sad to see her in the little thing.
They were
And
talking about her brain,
They were talking about what?
the size of her,
Her
brain.
brain.
I was just like, oh, they cut her brain out too.
And then and then we saw Salty. Obviously, that was his head that was just chopped off.
Yeah.
And then the unveil of Jimmy's hands. That's like.
Which happened a little bit too fast. Like,
Yeah.
Where's the location of this museum? Like, that's what I'm kind of confused.
I think they might have mentioned it in an earlier episode.
Yeah,
the
they-
first time we saw.
They
the
did, and it
museum.
escapes me. But is it still in Florida? Is it still in the same state?
Oh.
I think
That's
it
what I'm
is.
wondering.
I think it's like a few hours. I'm pretty sure. 'Cause
It's just like a little road trip
Oh,
away.
you know, like no big deal. So, but what is Maggie's reasoning for telling Desiree
She
all
thinks
of this
something.
stuff?
She thinks something's going to happen. She thinks that if she does go to a lawyer and tell the lawyer, maybe her plan is to go to a lawyer and tell the lawyer what happened to Jimmy, so that she can get Jimmy out of prison.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll bring Stanley. She'll accuse Stanley, and maybe she's nervous Stanley's going to accuse her once she tells people, or if he finds out that she told people, he's just going to go after
that definitely
her.
makes sense.
She's being a little bit sloppy, though. She's not covering all her bases. It's
just revealing so much information at once. Like, oh, by the way, I'm not a fortune teller. By the way, Stanley doesn't work in Hollywood. By the way, here's a museum with all the people we killed. Like, girl, slow your roll.
By the way, I've been racking up a ton of bad karma right now, so please just help me out. Just let me be a good person.
Let my boyfriend get out of jail, even though he's not my boyfriend, and I kind of don't love him.
And I kind of caught him having sex with,
like a ton of other people.
I'm a Wiggles. Best scene of last episode, by the way.
Oh my gosh, that was something, all right.
Yep.
So Elsa takes Pepper back to her sister's house, that scene was so sad.
Yeah.
It literally almost brought me to tears. Seeing Elsa say goodbye to Pepper, that was really sad. Yeah, I don't know why she brought her back.
So awful. The woman obviously didn't want her. It was just so awful. Why would you do that? Especially with this scene like leading up to it, how Elsa said she found her. It was like she was her daughter, and then like, okay, I can no longer take care of you because I'm gonna go be a big star. Like, here.
I don't understand. Elsa said she needs to be with family right now because I fear that she's gonna die of like a broken heart or something, or of loneliness.
That she was her family. Like, just think of me because I am your only actual family.
Yeah, and now here, go sit with your sister that hates you.
This forceful bitch who pretty much doesn't care about you. It was really weird. Basically, Elsa, she's got her goals, and I think that she will let nobody stand in the way of her goals and in the way of her achieving her goals. And we see the result of that at the very end of the episode.
At the very end, which crazy little connection.
It was.
I love that little puzzle.
It was terrific.
Yeah.
I wonder how they're still gonna link with Sister Jude being the.
Oh, good.
Because the look is exactly the same. But I wanted to say, like, I was so happy that they switched the color palette and they went back to Asylum and you went back to these, everything, the font, the way that they do the flash forwards or the flash backwards, anything like that. It was phenomenal. Like, I got this feeling of nostalgia.
Yes.
I was thinking, like, this season has been kind of imbalanced in the way that it's been doing things. It's been imbalanced in the way that it follows its character storylines and the way that, you know, certain characters don't get enough exposition. I mean, Pepper didn't get enough exposition. Salty didn't get any exposition. He's just there a couple of episodes and suddenly he's dead and you're supposed to feel bad about it. But it's only through Pepper's eyes that you feel that sadness. But when they went back to Asylum, it felt to me like they showed a lot of care.
Right.
They really cared about how the character of Pepper was portrayed and how the Asylum and the memory of that show was kept alive.
I love how they went full circle with it, and at the end they show Elsa, and that just made me feel better about it because I was like, okay, Elsa did make it, and it went from like the beginning to back where Elsa was, so it made a lot of sense. And then seeing that kind of, last week we were talking about if it was connected, so now we know that it is connected.
Sure.
So and like, all you guys who ask questions, like here we go. There's the answer.
The moment, literally, we've all been waiting for. I have been waiting for this moment for so long, and in this episode, we see Sister Mary Eunice, which we've all been waiting for. We knew it was going to happen in episode 10, and we also saw the connection and how it's going to transition the prequel to the Asylum, which was so exciting to see. A scene that really brought up emotion in me, I guess, was seeing the scene where the sister had this baby, and Pepper basically was mothering the child. Like, she was just being a drunk and laying in bed, Pepper, go get this, Pepper, go get that. And it brought up those feelings that Asylum actually brought in me, that like it would drive me insane when the way they would treat the
because it was
the
so
patients.
Unfair.
Exactly,
Everything
it was
that was
so
going
unfair.
on with these people was so unfair because they were all been treated so unjustly. What with shock therapy and and the whipping and everything. The caning.
The caning.
Yeah. But when they killed the baby, I was just like, how do you? It was so awful. Yeah, he like pushed her out, and then like when she goes in there, it was just horrible. And then it was so horrible.
Right. And then when you saw Pepper in the cell and Sister Mary comes in, they're like, yeah, that's right, you killed a child. It's like, no, Pepper didn't kill the child. I just want to run in there. I know, because she took
tears of repentance.
It's like, oh my gosh, you could be forgiven. It's like, she didn't do it.
And it was so ironic because Elsa, at the beginning of her like expositional monologue, she says that Salty, he could never get out a word. But Pepper, she could always express, at least. She could say certain words, she could express what she was feeling. But it's not enough for people to understand that she's not the actual murderer.
I wanted her, I was like, can't she write it out?
I know, but I think she actually, when we saw her in Asylum, I think that, you know, her knowledge advances a little bit because she definitely communicated a lot more in Asylum, so maybe she...
I guess she learns through Asylum.
Maybe she learns through Asylum.
Maybe it's from taking care of the books and like maybe reading through the books.
Maybe. Yeah, so we saw that book. I love that little, not that we just have to bring it up again, that because it was 1962 and then, so you go for it because you noticed it first.
Well, it was, it was, it
was 58, the
58
paper.
And it was 1962 that you see the flash forward essentially. And it was excellent. I can't remember exactly what the Life magazine was saying on it, but it was saying that the star Elsa Mars continues to be more successful. She made it. Yeah. But we're gonna find out when we come back from our winter break what the price she had to pay was.
And how that's going to also connect into her being Sister Jude, I guess.
Well, I don't think she's going to be Sister Jude.
You don't think so?
No, because the timelines don't match. Basically.
Oh, right. That makes okay.
Basically,
right.
Sister Jude, before she became Sister Jude, she hit a child with her car.
Right.
And that was in 1949. That's what made her.
That's what made her. That's right. Okay.
Yeah, go into that.
So true. Oh, tonight's episode was so exciting. But we are going to take a quick little break. And just a reminder, you guys can maybe get in a question or two on Twitter using the hashtag AHSAS. And we're going to be answering your questions right after this break.
Just in case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
Just in case you missed it live.
Oh, just in case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live, I'm doing something right now.
So we're all super excited.
So this is dancing.
So what would that be, like a 7?
I cannot. I literally cannot. You guys have got to get it together.
Don't hate the player, don't hate the game. Hate the contract you didn't get.
He's a coward. He's a giant chicken shit.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's going to be like hurricane. Whoa.
Watch out for those girls. They are gagging them.
Hold the phone.
Hold on.
Bro.
The more brutal you are, the more power you have.
Right.
That was sexy, it was hot, it was heated, I was into it.
You are gonna be the most high-paid hooker in the world.
Go ahead and invite your friends and everybody. Tell your mama, tell them don't ahead, turn the stove off and get up on the computer so we can get on theStream.tv.
Thank you again for joining us, and until next week, bye-bye.
I just have so much fun every week watching that little snippet. So imagine how much fun you would have watching the other after shows. Okay, so let's get into your questions that you guys sent us all week long. Fan question 1 comes from Robin Maloney, and she writes, she sent us a little photo, and it goes with this question. It says, opening credits to season 1, 2 bodies, 1 skull. Possible link to Freak Show? So we can pull up the picture. Boom, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's in reference to Bette and Dot. But when I looked at that picture a little bit closer, it almost looked like the other face was in the back of the head, which would also connect to Mordrake, Edward Mordrake.
Yeah.
So that's what that looked like to me.
That's very interesting. Maybe that is how they're linking the season 1 and right now.
Because that Mordrake thing came and went. Like, where did that go?
It was a 2-episode special, extravaganza. That was
Here's
it.
some Halloween fun, guys.
Take it and go home. No, but what I really like about the intro, because I went back and I watched it again, and they have all these like specimen and bodies, body parts in formaldehyde, which is exactly the same as they have in the museum. And what Spalding slash what's his name? Forgot his name.
You're talking about Stanley?
Yeah, Stanley is doing right. So who knows? Maybe they ended up from the museum they got taken to
That
Los
definitely
Angeles.
made sense. A fan wrote us about that theory too, and then some other fan was like, no, that can't work because of this reason. I can't remember what the reason, but please send it over.
I just had a theory, and this could be completely
theory.
freaking nuts. What if, because Elsa Mars obviously moved to Los Angeles to become a famous actress. What if the murder house is actually hers? She bought it. What if she took all these other specimens and took them with her and kept them in because
oh my God,
that is so creepy.
It's creepy, but they were part of her family, so she took them with her.
What is the timeline? Does that fit?
Sort of, maybe.
Oh my gosh, I would love that. Yeah, because I feel like season 1 was modern day.
Right. Yeah, and it could fit like with noir times. It could fit with just after the very beginning shot, I think, of season 1 is like in the late 40s, or like mid to late 40s. So what if she moved there, and in between that doctor staying there and everything, she had the house for a time.
Oh my gosh.
It could be.
I love that
Who
theory.
knows?
I love that theory. Let us know what you guys think. Fan question 2 comes from Brianna, and she writes, do you think Maggie is going to kill Desiree when she finds out why her and Stanley are really at the freak show? No, because tonight they bonded.
Yeah.
Before I would have said maybe.
Maybe though, maybe she'll just get so sick of it and the other people that they're gonna have to kill her.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I mean, maybe you never know. Maybe she could get money from killing Desiree and selling her 3-boob body and bail Jimmy out of jail on her own, pay a lawyer.
Well, who knows? Maybe. I don't know. Like at this point, some characters just get the reasons to kill somebody within seconds before it happens.
Yeah.
You know, the motivations are a little bit flunky in my opinion this season. And that's something that I don't particularly love about this show. But they do really interesting characters. So let's see where they take them. And if that's what happens,
does or not.
it's great.
And I was like shocked when Elsa killed.
So shocked.
I didn't think that would
came out of nowhere,
Yeah,
they seemed like best friends.
They were best friends.
It's like, let me just kill you.
Let's go on a little road trip.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And it was
I'm
like
hoping
just
you
a
did.
snap, and like you said, it just all of a sudden like switched. So I could totally see that happening.
Moving on to fan question 3 comes from Raymundo Jorge, and he writes, what if Maggie Esmeralda is really a clairvoyant and she escapes and hides in Coven season 3 connection? Well, now we know tonight.
She admitted
She
that she's
basically
not.
said, I'm not. I'm a liar.
She's got like Sherlock Holmes kind of powers, like powers of deduction. She reads, you know, as soon as she saw that guy's shoes, she knew that he was, you know, a traveler, that he was a traveling salesman.
Detective.
Yeah, pretty much. She's got those kind of detective powers. Who knows? Maybe she opens her own kind of detective agency. Or something.
Maybe that'll be what season 5 is based off of, detective agency.
Esmeralda's detective agency.
So fancy. Let's go to a live question. It comes from Forever Johnny Boy, and he says, if Stanley is a fraud with no connections in Hollywood, how did she get on TV? In reference to Elsa on the cover of the Life magazine.
Well, she must have hustled. She must have went out there and found a way. That's how most people.
That's how it is.
That's how people get on TV. Maybe she went back to her oats and she just slept her way to the top.
Maybe.
Maybe the story gets uncovered. Maybe she just pulls the veil over the entire murder cases, everything, and suddenly all the interest is on her.
Yeah.
Everybody is interested in Elsa Mars, the big woman who solved all these murders.
Yeah.
And so she gets all the fame and goes to Los Angeles. And
That
becomes a
definitely
famous
makes
actress.
sense. If the whole murder story helps bring her the fame, that definitely makes sense. Richie Catrambone, I'm sorry, I'm butchering your name, but he says, I think Elsa brought Pepper to her sister to protect her from Stanley, probably.
Yeah, I felt like that too.
Yeah?
when it was happening, I felt like she knew. When Stanley came back and said, "Let me take care of the body," I think she
was a little bit onto him.
Yeah.
She started getting suspicious.
Yeah, I think she was getting suspicious.
Really?
Yeah, because why else? I'm still trying to like comprehend why would she like make her leave. She sees all of her most beloved people disappearing. She's just like, let me get her away from here.
Right. Yeah, you definitely saw that maybe she was onto him with the body. Yeah, I guess I didn't.
Well, it feels to me like she's trying to find the most humane way to dissolve the freak show, because she's now completely enamored with the idea of becoming a famous actress in Los Angeles, which we find out that she becomes. So she can't keep the freak show. She somehow has to find a way to put these
rid of
people. Yeah, well, get rid of them. Yeah, pretty much, to put it bluntly. So what's the way that she wants to do it? Right now, she's had so many casualties that she doesn't want any more blood on her hands.
Yeah.
So
poor Elsa, she's thinking, what's the nicest way I can, find Pepper a new home? And little does she know, Pepper ends up in the asylum.
Yeah.
That kind of sucks.
That's what's so like ironic and horrible. The idea that, oh yeah, I'm taking you back because I think that this is the best course of action to do. But it honestly is not.
It's not, but it turned out to be a great season that we all loved. So,
oh yeah.
Going into some Twitter shout outs, Brett Parker Boone, woo, what's up? Arslan SDQ, what's up? Void Lydia, what's up? And then some live YouTube shout outs, Forever Johnny Boy, Juan Bernal, Jorge Raimundo Sosa, Christopher Parnell, Taylor Wassep, Richie Catrabone. What's up, guys? Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, this list is getting long.
I know, right? And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much. This is a good episode.
It was.
So, let's just do like a thumbs up or a thumbs down for tonight. Thumbs up?
Thumbs up. I like this one.
First half, thumbs.
Yeah,
thumbs here. Second half, thumbs way up as soon as they went
I think that's like a common thing happening with this season. The first half of the episode, it's like, what's happening, la la la, it's just a bunch of fluff, and then the last like 15 to 20 minutes, boom, it hits you, like all this juiciness. And
that's what I like about it. It just like keeps you into the show. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god.
Yeah,
oh my
it leaves
god.
you on a cliffhanger for the next week.
And but then the scenes for next episode, I'm dying to know what happens.
I know. I'm really excited.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited about.
It's gonna escalate.
Yeah.
It can only get better.
There's like blood all over him. Who did he saw in half?
I don't know. And we saw these new characters.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about those. Look like creepy little characters. But yeah.
They looked really creepy. And
I know. I'm excited.
He's like in love with Bette and Dot. It's just like, ooh,
I know.
new storylines.
I actually really like that.
Yeah.
That love affair. I don't know why. There's something like cool about it.
It's gonna be fantastic.
It's gonna be fantastic. So let us know what you guys think. Send us your questions for next week because we're super excited for that episode using the hashtag AHSAS, and make sure you comment and let us know about your feelings on tonight's episode. Thanks guys so much for watching. We will catch you next week. Bye guys.
Bye. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy New Year.
Oh, I won't see you next week. We'll see you in a few weeks. Bye guys.